And ladies and gentlemen, this means we've come to our last group. Can we have group number 6 to the front, please? And already try out what it's like to stand on the black line, please. A large group, this one. And to whom? Oh, look at you. I love Kles. Different texts on every hat. To whom might I give the microphone?
Okay, I just want to say that we are ready, and it's an amazing team. Me and Vlodco are really proud of our work, and I enjoy it, and I hope you will enjoy it too. Please.
Group number 6.
Okay, so hello everyone. We are glad to see you all. So we worked with the town Klesiv, and here is our team and our pet friend Milanka. So while working with Klesiv, we understood that not all of people can have completely understand what problems do they have and how to resolve them. So we first of all need to raise their awareness as well.
Look at this map, remember it, and then looks at me. One of our main questions at the start was how to make this small point on the map in the wild north of Ukraine, perhaps long forgotten and far from main economic flows. So, no, get back, please. Thank you. It's called Klesiv, and we need to convert it into a sustainable, firstly, strong and competitive community in the most realistic way. And that's how we do it. The AGP economical geographical position of how the community interacts with other communities. Our transportation position is one of our most powerful sides. The accessibility of the railroad and the highway combined with our future administrative plans will allow us to have the necessary conditions for the creation of car-based business, yes, which are lacking on this international highway Kyiv-Lublin.
On the next slide, you can see that we define the identity of Klesiv. So thank you. So we put different main components of the city to 6 different groups. And for example, the town symbol is an owl. Also, the main characteristic of the landscape of this town are artificial lakes, also spoil tips and quarries.
Also, we do some portrait, maybe it will be on next slide, just citizen of Klesiv. What we know about the demographic situation. Firstly, in Klesiv lives mostly working population. Also, it's many children, and children, as you see, more than elder people. That says that this small town can exist and can be lived in many, many years, in, I don't know, maybe 2,000 and other 3,000 years. Also, Klesiv futures its high level of unemployment, its slight decrease in population, and balanced age structure. Also, as I say, it's small town. It's only 4,600 citizens. It's smallest town in this, workshops. Okay, next slide, please. Also, it's average citizen that has a low level of income, that rests at the surrounding quarries, suffers from the dust, from the spoil tips, works on quarries, social infrastructure, forestry. This city hasn't enough space for housing, and also this citizen is part of the community.
So now we know more about Klesiv, and we have a logical question. What is healthy and future-proof neighborhood for all of us, for our team, and for this town? First of all, it's all about its residents and citizens. Residents with a high level of awareness in eco and urban areas. Residents who understand their common origin and identity. First of all, it's kind of relations where everyone feel full responsibility to their neighbors, streets, district, and their own city. Also, very important that it have to be a stable economic system with diversified sources of income, because it's also a great problem in economical system of Klesiv. And the last one, and I think one of the most important, is the ecological environment, and as a result, healthy residents. So, next slide. How have we worked with the Klesiv community? First of all, we have a great advantage, because the community in this city is already formed. Connections in the community are already working, the public organizations and the young movements are being created. And honestly, all we need is to use some small tips and tools to improve the existing connection. So what have we do and what to pay attention on? Previous slide, thank you. Short about our tools. We have to identify the existing public organization and redirect their energy in the right directions. And step by step, we have to change the ecological and economical situation of the city. Yes, next slide. On this slide, we can see three big elephants on which Klesiv state. It's community, industry, and government. And what we have to do is to improve the dialogue between these three parts on the way to our common goal. Thank you. Next slide.
As you see, we figure out three main issues as monoeconomy, ecological and health issues, and unemployment. So, if to dive deep, monoeconomy, the income of the city, the budget, 19% from the quarries. But, there is always but. The quarry itself, located in Klesiv, however, only 14% of income from the quarry goes to Klesiv. And from that 14% is a 19%. As well, we figure out there's lots of fire wild around. And as you know, due to the quarry and getting different soils, there's lots of spoil tips and respiratory diseases. And it's one of the most common diseases for the past century. And it raises plus 14% pollution level when you live in the Klesiv, and 36% more visit of the doctor.
Yeah, considering our topic, it's spoil tips and terracons. It's worth mentioning that it's not only problem of Klesiv. There's a huge amount of them on the east of Ukraine. Mostly they're made of coal, as long as in Klesiv it's made of granite. Yeah, here's a map of some quarries and spoil tips in Klesiv. Some of them are flooded, but the biggest one is here below, and it causes a lot of dust, which just spreads to the city and covers all of it. Yeah, so as we see, it can produce a lot of ecological and health issues. Also, it has negative impact on mechanical vehicles, transport, and pedestrians. It's worth mentioning that this spoil tip is quite near the center of the city. It's only 700 meters away and 1 or 2 kilometers away from the school. So all the dust just comes to the classrooms of children. Yeah, this thing is quite huge too. So here's a basic residential house in Klesiv, and this thing is in 6 times bigger. So, solutions.
Yeah, as you see, we focus a lot on the issue. We have a lot of problems, but we definitely don't want to solve all of them at once, but we want to reduce them at least. And that's here what we can do. For now on, you are in Klesiv. Imagine you live there, you go to work, there's lots of dust, and you work a day and sick at night. So first, raise awareness. Second, do something with spoil tips, because they cause a lot of troubles. Third, include quarry fully in Klesiv. So far it's located and mostly people from Klesiv work there. And last but not the least, we're going to have a healthy neighborhood. And here I can.
So I can handle this. Previously, I told you about our administrative plans. So for now, for today, the boundaries of the communities are drawn in such way that our potential of economical development cannot be used fairly and fully. So we propose an argument with community, in Ukraine we call it gromada, to give us our land. Why? Because as you previously said, we have a quarry, and this quarry makes the dust we breathe. And we need to cooperate with them and to solve this problem. Yeah.
So it's first step to raise award. It's raise awarenesses. It's something like this. It's installation. There's some examples from world of checking air pollution. That people from this town can just see visually what they breathe, this area of pollution, this air. So we can up these citizens, we can up this neighborhood, and people must be involved in this process.
Yeah, as long as people are aware of this disaster, we have some ideas how to keep this dust all together. So we propose to put a geogrid and anchors on top of it and cover it with soil and some vegetation, so the dust won't be spread chaotically. Also, we have an idea of doing some water canals, which will rain gardens. So the water from the rain will be staying on this spoil tip. It will make the dust wet, so it won't spread, and also the vegetation will grow faster. Also, we think that it would be good for the town to put tree plantations along the road, so the dust won't spread to to the city. Yeah, and also here's an idea of a research center. It's for a long-term perspective. Thank you. Yeah, which will investigate the granite and what we can do out of spoil tips to maybe make some buildings or whatever. So here's our revitalization plan. The main idea is to make it green. The spoil tips will be green. And camping and airfest with some land art will be all around it. Also, we have like a health walking path up to this tip, so you can see the view to the town.
And finally, we would like to present to you the new identity of Klesiv. It will look like this. So this is our Klesiv in the future. You can see that previous spoil tips, which were the main source of dust, now are very green, with a lot of greenery and trees, and now it is the main source of health for people. Also, you can see this big cat, yeah, and also the big phrase, "I love Klesiv," because we really do. And also, on the top of the spoil tip, you can see the fire tower, because at the beginning of our presentation we mentioned that this area has some problem with fires, and there are some air things, balloons. Yeah. Also, some visualization with people, how they can walk around or running on this health way, and walking around some sculptures. Maybe it can be an owl, the city main symbol. So yeah, thanks for your attention.
Thank you very much. Group number 6, and we have 3.5 minutes for some questions and comments for this group. Again, very high expectations. This group was so good to finish well in time, so let's reward them with a comment or question. There's one there at the back, and I think there's one in the front here too. I'll start at the back.
Hi, Guy. It was great, really. I'm impressed. And I want to ask you if this dust continue to accumulate, and what are you going to do with this?
Will the dust continue to accumulate into the future? And what are you going to do with it?
Yeah, due to the fact that its main income for the city, we cannot stop fully. And the suggestion was to the one which is closer to the city, to not use it anymore and put it a bit far from the city if it's possible, due to the fact that other ideas of how can we not produce it, it's not really for this situation, not for this case for now.
Thank you. And for a second and final question?
Yeah, a little bit similarly, because I was wondering about the mining company. Doesn't this have responsibility to take this plan forward?
The mining company's role.
Okay, probably quite, I'm an activist, let's go this way. And usually when you deal with companies in Ukraine, and to be real, they are not always interested in what damage they cause, if I understand your question correctly. So we want to suggest and help them. We want to give them ideas, like, come on, we suggest you as people, we suggest to improve your business, to get more tourists, to be interested in that. We not only force you to do this, we want to cooperate with you.
Any final question for this group? Or shall we go to the reflections? It looks like we're going to go to reflections. Thank you again very much, group number 6.